Hello everyone, TimeToGrind here, and today I wanted to give those of you who are newer to the game, or possibly don't even know what Overwatch is, a sort of beginner's guide, so to speak. So those of you who already have been following Overwatch for some time now might not find this the most useful video in the world, but it couldn't hurt. So if you don't know, Overwatch is a team objective class-based shooter made by Blizzard. The best thing to compare it to is TF2, but if all the classes had abilities similar to a MOBA. However, this is not a MOBA, not even close. There are no towers, no creeps, no leveling up in game. The only thing that Overwatch has in common is the fact that heroes have normal or basic attacks, unique abilities, and unique ultimates. By normal attacks, I simply mean that every hero has some sort of basic gun or weapon they can fire that has infinite ammo. You still have to reload, but you just have an infinite amount of reloads. Now, the abilities every hero has have various decently short cooldowns that have some pretty cool effects. And the ultimates every hero has is an extremely strong ability that charges slowly over time. However, you can also gain charge by various things like damaging enemies and healing teammates. Now, at launch, we have 21 heroes that are divided up into 4 different roles: offensive, defensive, tank, and support. Offensive heroes are your heroes that can deal a lot of damage but tend to be decently squishy. Defensive heroes are your heroes that can normally help keep an area well defended. Tank heroes are your heroes that are normally very tanky and can protect your team through things like shields. And finally, supports are your heroes that can help and heal your teammates, or even debuff enemies. The actual games are 6v6 matches where one team is on offense and one team is on defense. And there are no restrictions on how many heroes can be picked on a team, and you can switch heroes at any point in a match. Although whenever you do switch heroes, you lose all ultimate charge you had on that hero. Now keep in mind, this isn't a MOBA. Stacking and switching heroes are vital parts of this game. Imagine TF2 or another class-based shooter that didn't allow duplicate heroes or prevented you from switching your class. Now, as of right now, there are 3 different game modes. Escort, which is pretty much just payload, Assault, which is the same as capture points, and King of the Hill. Now, there are also several hybrid maps that combine game modes. As an example, there are several maps where the attacking team has to first capture a point and then escort a payload. Now, going back to what I said earlier, one of the most important parts of this game is the team compositions. Knowing when and why to pick certain heroes is extremely important, and because of this, knowing how to play many different heroes is very, very vital. A lot of people go into this game wanting to main a single hero or two, but that is not at all a great idea. What you want to do is learn how to play many, if not all, of the heroes. That way you can play certain heroes if you need to counter the enemy team's lineup. However, you can specialize on a few heroes, it's just really important to know how to play as many heroes as possible. On top of all that, remember that Overwatch is a team objective class-based shooter, so there is a lot more to the game than just simply getting kills. You need to constantly help your teammates push points or payloads, or stay on the objective to help defend. Of course, there are some heroes that specialize in getting kills and flanking. Some great examples of this are Tracer and Genji. They are great in terms of being able to get behind enemy lines and flank and harass. Now right now we have several different ways to play. Firstly, casual is just the normal game in a more casual environment. There is a hidden MMR in an attempt to match you with people around your skill, but there isn't any shown rank. If you do want to play at a little higher level, there is a competitive mode where there is actually a shown rank. There is also a weekly brawl mode where every week there will be a new set of crazy rules each week. And lastly, there's a private mode if you want to just play with your friends. All of this makes Overwatch an amazing, fresh, and highly unique FPS that's easy to get into but has an infinite skill ceiling. And that's it. If you want to learn more about Overwatch, you can click the video on your screen, and if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more Overwatch content and news. And like always guys, see you next time.